Good morning students. Welcome to SST class. Today I am explaining you rest of geography chapter 6 major landforms of the earth. Today I am explaining about block mountains, plateau, plains. Now block mountains. These are created when large areas are displaced vertically between two cracks or faults. The blocks which are uplifted are called horsts or block mountains, while those which are lowered are called graben or rift valley. Now children, when large areas are displaced vertically between two cracks or faults, create block mountains. The blocks which uplifted are called horsts or block mountains. Those which are lowered are called graben or rift valleys. Now, plateau. A plateau is a flat tableland reasonably high with steep slopes on one or more sides. Its height may vary from a few hundred meters to several thousand meters. Like mountains, plateaus too may be young or old. The Deccan Plateau of India and the plateaus of Brazil and Australia are a few old plateaus of the world. The Tibetan Plateau is the highest plateau in the world. It is called the roof of the world. Now, a plateau is a large mass of flat or level land that is higher than its surroundings. Like mountains, plateaus may be young or old. The Deccan Plateau of India and plateaus of Australia and Brazil are a few old plateaus. The Tibetan Plateau is the highest plateau in the world. Based on their formation, plateaus can be classified into various types. Some plateaus are formed as a result of geological uplift of or the slow upward movement of large parts of stable areas of the Earth's crust. The Chotanagpur Plateau is one such plateau. Certain plateaus lie between mountains formed due to the collision of section of the Earth's crust. These are also called intermontane plateaus. The Tibetan Plateau was created as a result of the collision between the Indian plate and the European plate. Plateaus formed as a result of many lava flows that spread over hundreds of thousands of square kilometers, building up the land's surface, are called volcanic or lava plateaus. The Deccan Plateau is a lava plateau that was formed over a period of more than 1 million years. Now children, based on their formation, plateaus can be classified into various types like continental plateaus, lava or volcanic plateaus, and intermontane plateaus. The plateaus of Ranchi in India, the Chotanagpur plateaus, are example of continental plateaus. The Tibetan Plateau is the example of intermontane plateau. The Deccan Plateaus of India is the example of volcanic plateau. Now, importance of plateau. Now, what children? Importance of plateaus. The plateaus are a storehouse of minerals. Iron ore, copper, gold, diamonds and several other minerals are found here. Rivers flowing down the slopes of plateaus form waterfalls which help in generating hydroelectricity. Some plateaus are made up of lava and provide black soil which is extremely fertile. As plateaus can support both farming and mining activities, several people settle here. These are also great tourist attractions. Minerals like iron ore, copper, gold, diamonds are found in plateaus. So, the plateaus are a storehouse of minerals. Some plateaus are made up of lava and provide black soil, which is extremely fertile. Plateaus support both farming and mining activities. Plateaus are great tourist attractions also. Now, plains. Plains. Low-lying flat regions with very gentle slopes are called plains. Most of the plains are formed by rivers and their tributaries. As the rivers flow down the slopes of mountains and plateaus, they erode materials and carry deposits like sand and silt along the valleys. These deposits are called alluvium and form the most fertile plains of the world. The Gangetic Plain in India, the Nile Basin of Egypt are the best examples of alluvial plains. Now, the Gangetic Plain in India and the Nile Basin of Egypt are the best example of alluvial plains. Plains are most densely populated areas in the world. The fertile soil, alluvial, and the availability of water provide land for cultivation, easy to build houses, construct roads and railways line. Today, the majority of the world's population is settled in plains. Now, importance of plains. Plains are the most densely populated areas in the world. The fertile soil, availability of water not only provide land for cultivation but also make it easy to build houses, construct roads and lay down railway lines. Clear? Goods roads and railway lines not only added to better connectivity but also promote trade. Today, the majority of the world's population is settled in these areas. Now, influence of landforms on human life. Different landforms support and nurture different kinds of plant and animal life. The livelihood of the people living in each of the landforms is also different. Now, number 1, life in mountainous areas is tougher than in the plains. The slopes are rocky and do not support many crops. The plateau regions have rich deposits of several minerals and precious stones. Agriculture flourishes in these areas. Now, children, different kinds of plants and animals' life depend means depend of different landforms, support and nature. Now number 1, life in mountainous areas is tougher than in the plains. The slopes are rocky and do not support many crops. Plains and valleys have rich fertile soil. So, agriculture flourishes in these areas. Now, number 2, the natural disasters in these areas are also different. Mountains and plateaus often experience extreme weather along with the hazards of deadly natural disasters like landslides, earthquakes, storms, etc. In plains, floods and droughts are common. Okay? Whatever might be the nature of calamities, the destruction caused is immense. We must understand our environment. If we take care and maintain a balance in nature, we can reduce the impact of the natural disasters. Now, the natural disasters in these areas are also different. Mountains and plateaus experiences the hazards of deadly natural disasters like landslides, earthquakes, storms, etc. In plains, floods and droughts are common. Now children, we must understand our environment. If we take care and maintain a balance in nature, we can reduce the impact of the natural disasters. Clear? Now children, I hope whatever I have explained today is clear to you. Thank you.